how long were you a statist, would you say? And when I say statist, I mean somebody who believes in the legitimacy of government or authority and believes that somebody has the right to rule over you or your property. How long were you a statist, and how did you get out of that? I kind of like to ask a lot of people this question.
Sure, yeah. Well, I'm 46 now, and I'd say when I was in my late 30s was when I really started looking into um, the ideas. I think 2012 for me was kind of a big year, and it was. I mean, I was disturbed by 2001 when I saw what happened on 9/11, and I was always a questioning type person. I was always like I was left in a room for 2 days with the Rubik's cube, and I figured out how to make solve it. You know, that's the way my brain is. I don't when someone gives me a riddle, I don't want the answer. I'd rather work on it for 3 days, even if I have to get out a paper and take notes. I want to figure this stuff out. I've always kind of been that way. Always been the kind of person that wants to know why. I don't
Yeah.
just like the easy answer. So I've always kind of been that way. I've always been a little bit of a rebel, and high school was really tough for me for that reason. But yeah, I remember saying "Go Obama." Let me put it that way. I thought I still kind of had some hopes that maybe Obama was going to bring some change or something, and so that was about the shifting point for me. Though it was about that time where I was already looking into a lot of this stuff, and so it was about 10 years after 9/11 that I really started digging into that, and that was kind of what opened the curtain for me because then I got into weather engineering from there, and that really shook my world up. And for me, what really shook my world up wasn't me realizing, oh, they're spraying stuff in the sky. That was really a difficult subject, and I was really having trouble even deciding at first whether I believed that was true. But what really broke things open for me was noticing the way people reacted when I tried to discuss that
Hmm.
subject or discuss 9/11 and be like, why does it, what about this? What about that? Why is this plane doing moves a plane shouldn't do? Why did this guy's passport survive? When you start asking some of the hard questions and people avoid the topic or don't want to discuss it, or you say, well, why are these planes flying like that? Why are they making circle shapes in the sky? That doesn't make sense. If they were just flying, why would they do that? And then people were shutting me down, not wanting to have the discussion, not open enough to ask these questions. And so that was what made me really realize, like, wow, I didn't realize just how asleep people are, and that was kind of like what cracked my whole world open. And so, yeah, for me, that really started happening around 2011, 2012. And then ever since then, by the time COVID came along, I was like, I was ready for it. I was starting to put out my own reasons why you shouldn't wear a mask in like the first couple months of COVID. I was like, as soon as they first started doing it, I knew it was wrong immediately, and I knew a lot of reasons why it was wrong. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of been my path. Some of those big events that I researched and saw that these questions have no answers and that most people don't want to know the answers. Um, it shook my world and it made me look deeper and deeper and deeper, and I had to keep asking why. And what I've realized is the ultimate answer is the reason why is because people don't understand the difference between right and wrong. And that really is what it boils down to, is that we're out of balance with nature, we're out of balance with the law as humans, and we have the ability to get in balance. And
Hmm.
that's why things are chaotic and screwed up, because we're out of balance.